Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night as our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Please be seated. Special thanks to one of our master musician students, Gabriel Sanchez, for directing that. A round of applause for Gabriel. On behalf of the entire Texas of the Permian Basin family, welcome to the spring commencement ceremony honoring those students who have earned their degrees through the spring semester of 2018. A very special welcome to families of these students who have traveled far and wide to come and celebrate this moment with their families. You know, we actually have some people in the family who have traveled a long distance. If you are in the audience and you have a graduate who's international and you've traveled from outside of this country to come to be with us today, please stand up and be recognized. All right. Maybe the family that wins the prize for traveling the furthest distance, maybe from Australia. Well, Kevin and Elsie Lee, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you so much. 8,000 miles is a long way to come. I had the pleasure of getting to know Kevin over some very long distance phone calls. And during those phone calls, I learned the love and the commitment that he has for his son Brandon. He's graduating today. And also how hard it is for families when you're so far away from your students. And we really work really hard to make sure that we take care of them when they're in our care. So thank you for traveling from Australia. Welcome. Welcome to all of our foreign families here. If there's anyone in the audience, all of those in the audience, past and present, who were part of the armed forces, any one of the branches, please stand up and allow us to honor you today. Thank you so much for your service. I want to take the time to thank the university staff for all that they do to make this ceremony possible. In addition, please join me in thanking the faculty for all that they do to contribute to the success of these students here. A warm welcome for our faculty. I will now introduce the stage front row. Dr. James Eldridge, President of the Faculty Senate and Professor of Kinesiology. Mr. Scott Farmer, Director of Athletics. Dr. Selena Miralis, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Bill Price, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Dorothy Jackson, Dean of the College of Nursing. Mr. Mark McGurk, Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Dan Heimerman, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Teresa Sewell, Senior Associate Vice President for Student Services. Dr. Mike Zavada, Dean of the College of Arts and Science. Dr. Bill Harlow, Dean of Undergraduate Student Success. Dr. Forrest Flocker, Interim Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. Sandra Garcia, Assistant Vice President for Research and Dean of the Graduate Studies. Dr. Derek Katzum, Professor of History and Chair of the Graduate Council. Mr. Joe Sanders, our registrar, standing off to the side. Wave, Joe. Now, we like Joe for a great many reasons. The primary reason that we like him, and this is really a joke, but he honestly can pronounce the names of every single one of the graduates. So that's a real gift in a registrar, and we appreciate that. Joe was recently honored by the University of Texas System in their inaugural award of Outstanding Employee Awards throughout the University of Texas System. He's one of a few that earned this amazing award, and we are really proud of Joe here at the university. Another round of applause for Joe Sanders. This was the first year that the UT system honored employees, and we're really grateful for that. For a long time, the University of Texas Board of Regents has been honoring teaching and learning and master teachers and providing an award for the best teachers throughout the entire system. And we've been very fortunate to have among us the best of the faculty. And I want to recognize all of those faculty members who have earned this very prestigious award. This year, in 2017, we had two representatives, Dr. Jamie Hughes, who is Associate Professor in Psychology, and Dr. Michael Frawley, Assistant Professor in History. A big round of applause for our new recipients. Our past award winners include Dr. Rachel Harlow, Associate Professor of Communication, Mr. Michael Crane, Executive Director of Strategic Development, Mr. Clark Moreland, Lecturer in English, Dr. Don Allen, Professor of Biology, Dr. Jim Olson, Professor of Psychology, Dr. Chris Hyatt, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Diana Younger, Lecturer in Psychology, Dr. Sophia Andres, Professor of English. Dr. Andres is also a member of the UT Teaching Academy. Dr. Bill Harlow, Professor and Dean of Undergraduate Studies and Student Success, and Ms. Lorraine Spickerman, Lecturer in Education. A warm round of applause for these master teachers. At this university, we have a lot to be thankful for. You know, there's a lot of really great things going on at this university, from athletics to music to art. There's engineering. We have so much to offer. One of the things I would like to say and honor our choir, whom you're about to hear in just a moment. I'll be traveling to New York City next week to hear them perform at Carnegie Hall. So it is now my pleasure to introduce our university choir in strings, accompanied by the Falcon Wind Band under the direction of Dr. Tom Hostat, who, for our listening pleasure, will perform America the Beautiful. They're pretty talented, aren't they? Another round of applause for our wonderful musicians. Today, we are continuing a tradition that we established last fall, graduation, not to have a commencement speaker. Now, I know you're all upset about that, but I think you're going to like what we're going to do better. Rather than having a commencement address, today we're going to celebrate 3 distinguished University of Texas Permian Basin honorees. These are honorees who are joined together by a similar experience. These 3 men most definitely exemplify the mission of this great university. And that mission is to extend this opportunity to every student, even when there are many barriers in the way, allowing our students to achieve their full potential. Today, we have 2 alumni who have stepped up and chosen to provide a generous gift for a very special student. Ladies and gentlemen, even though they're not here at this time, I would like to have a very warm round of applause for Mr. Gavin Norris and Mr. Israel Medina. Round of applause. The student today that we're honoring will receive the President's Falcon Award. The gift that Mr. Norris and Mr. Medina provides will allow the funding that this student needs to complete his education here at the university. Our student honoree is a very big part of this student body. He's an inspiration to me and an inspiration to everyone that he meets on our campus. I'm very excited to share a short video that will illustrate to all of you just how special he is.
If everyone says you're so hardworking, you're so dedicated, And I'm always very humbled by when they say that, because I know where I got it from, and I got it from my parents. My dad, he would work in a warehouse, and he worked from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next morning, 7 days a week. The only time I got to see my dad was the 4-minute car ride from home to when he was going to drop me off at school. I grew up in a very rough part of California, and it's a small town called Canoga Park, about 30 minutes from downtown LA. 8 to 9 people lived in the house. It was a 3-bedroom house. I always know why he did it, and he did it for us, and he tried to find a way to make a living. If there was one thing, he always made sure that there was food on the table and a roof over our head, even if it meant working himself to death. When me and him were right there next to each other, it's always like, I learned how to be the man I am today because of you. My dad's hard, my dad's tough. My mom is oh my God, that's my baby. But it's because she cleaned houses when I was little. I didn't help her clean houses, but I went with her. That's where I did my homework. I did my homework in other people's houses. To me, that was life, was working. At a very young age, I started figuring out, I put 2 and 2 together. If I get an award, I get to see Dad, because Dad was always working. It changed as I got older. I saw it as a way of saying, your hard work, your trials and your tribulations, they were worth it. Because these certificates and these awards aren't mine. None of them are mine. Here's why. Because they never got the opportunity to do what I'm doing. They gave me they sacrificed their opportunity to do it so I could do it. How are you?
Good.
At Orientation Leader Retreat, we do quite a few things to train and develop our students, because our orientation leaders are responsible for orienting new students and their families when they come into campus. And we want them to understand that not everyone is the same. People come from different places, they have different experiences. And so one of the things we do at Orientation Leader Retreat is a privilege walk. All students start out in a line. We ask a series of questions. If they've experienced a certain privilege, they step forward. If they haven't experienced it, they stay in the line. There's also situations where they can step backward. And so by the end of the activity, by the end of the 25 questions, they're all spread out over the room, and you can see where certain orientation leaders have experienced a lot of privilege and where some orientation leaders have experienced a lot of hardship. And the great thing about that activity and the way we close that activity is to remind them all that they're all in the same room. They're all at the same retreat. They've all been hired for the same position. And so regardless of the privilege you have had or not had, look at where everybody is at. And I think particularly for Jeff, and what I would think was most impactful was to say, you know, he was towards the back of the room. There's not a whole lot of privilege there, but he still made it.
Good Saturday morning, Falcon family. Here we go. Another show, another week, another day.
Well, Jeff came to me about 2 years ago wanting to get involved with Falcon Radio. Jeff has a personality in him that's delightful. I mean, you want to get to know him. His determination, just simply who he is truly a gift to this campus.
We met at the beginning of the semester. He was the only person doing the My Falcon Radio at the time, and recently Jeff and I have had the opportunity to possibly go to the NFL draft. He had offered me the only pass. There was one available so that I could go, and I called him asking, you know, hey, this is your friend, what's the deal with this? And he basically just told me he wanted me to have the opportunity and to have that experience, and that, you know, that just showed the selflessness of the man. I mean, he really does care for other people.
This is a student who, you know, after orientation, which is 2 very long days of work, you know, he's walking down 42nd Street to a second job, and he's walking a distance to get there, and it's blazing hot outside or it's pouring rain outside, and he's going no matter what, because that's his job and he's going to do it, and he's going to be successful. I mean, he's an incredibly determined student.
Don't get me wrong, there were days when this would be all muddy. There were days when this would be icy. I didn't know anything about football. I didn't know the game. I didn't know what first downs were. The high school football coach All of this started with him. I'm the first ever media coordinator for UTPB football.
He has an opportunity to try out for an NFL team, or a few NFL teams this upcoming year. Once he graduates, he'll have the opportunity to run film for them.
I come from the same kind of background. Similarly, my parents were from Mexico. They immigrated over here, obviously for a better opportunity to get an education, something that wouldn't have been available had they stayed in Mexico. So, he has a great story, and I think it's a typical depiction of what the American dream is, right?
It's a story of overcoming. It's a story of beating the odds. It's a story of when you should fail, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You can get behind anybody like that, because anybody who has that type of story and can persevere, deserves some recognition. And that's part of one of the impetus behind doing that.
I think ultimately, to be able to give back to a student that's from UTB, my alma mater, an institution that helped me out quite a bit, in the sense that I had some professors that were understanding. I worked a lot when I was in college here in undergrad.
I say this all the time, and I truly believe it. I am who I am, and I wouldn't be the attorney I am today if it weren't for UTPB. UTPB gave me the opportunity to spread my wings, learn how to fly, fail a few times, but gave the opportunity to soar. And if I can help give that opportunity to some other student, I want to be able to, because the university is near and dear to my heart. And anything I can do to help give back, which I think we have a duty to do as alumni, I'll do that any chance we get the opportunity.
They were trying to build, how they were trying to grow, how they wanted to make the school better. That's what I wanted in myself. I wanted to grow, I wanted to become better, I wanted to grow along with the university. I didn't want to go to a university that has their tradition already written. I wanted to help write the tradition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Jeff Vela, who is this year's President's Falcon Award recipient, and his family on the stage. Okay, now wasn't that better than a commencement speech, anybody? That's really what this university is about. This university is about second chances and third chances. And if you were in the audience and you've always wanted to go to college, if you have nieces or nephews or brothers or sisters or grandmothers who are ready to go back to school, this is the place for you. You will be welcomed here and supported here. So I hope you'll consider us. And also, if you are in the audience and you are an alumni of this university or someone who has been blessed by this community, please consider, like our alumni today, giving back so that we can have scholarship funds to help other students like Jeff succeed in their studies. Thank you so much, and another round of applause for Jeff Ember. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium Dr. Daniel Heimerman, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure now to describe Latin honors. You may notice that many of the candidates for graduation are wearing UTPB orange stoles. These students are receiving Latin honors. Latin honors are a long-standing tradition of the Academy for recognizing outstanding achievement in one's academic coursework. As the graduates are called to walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, you will hear 3 levels of honors being announced. They are cum laude, with praise. These students have a grade point average of between 3.5 and 3.79 out of a possible 4.0. Magna cum laude, with great praise. These students have a grade point average of between 3.8 and 3.89. Summa cum laude, with highest praise. These students have a grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Will the recipients of Latin honors please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Veterans. We are also proud to recognize veterans who are graduating. Our graduating veterans wear the patriotic honor cords. The red, white, and blue cords symbolize the commitment and selfless service of our military. Will graduating veterans please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Now I would like to present the undergraduate candidates for graduation. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts with a major in Child and Family Studies, and Bachelor of Arts with a major in Multidisciplinary Studies please stand? President Woodley, it is my privilege to present to you, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas of the Permian Basin, these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts with a major in Child and Family Studies, and Bachelor of Arts with a major in Multidisciplinary Studies. I would now like to present the graduate candidates. Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts with a major in Bilingual Education, Master of Arts with a major in Educational Leadership, Master of Arts with a major in Professional Education, Master of Arts with a major in Reading, Master of Arts with a major in Special Education, and Master of Science please stand? President Woodley, it is my privilege to present to you, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas of the Permian Basin, these candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts with a major in Bilingual Education, Master of Arts with a major in Educational Leadership, Master of Arts with a major in Professional Education, Master of Arts with a major in Reading, Master of Arts with a major in Special Education, and Master of Science.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I now confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto. And of course, I offer my very sincere congratulations. Will the candidates for bachelor's degree please proceed to the platform by row as directed by the marshals? Everyone else can be seated.
across as soon as somebody gets over there. Straight to the president with the big medallion.
Bachelor of Science with a major in biology, Sarah Bernadette Adkins, also part of the University Honors Program. Gerardo Salazar Aguilar. Maricela Escobedo. Andrea Rachel Hernandez. Monique Marie Lujan, cum laude.
Merkel.
Ashley Marie Merkel, cum laude.
Sarieli Bella Nunez.
Sarieli Vela Nunez.
Shay. Where'd you want your gown?
Ashley Shea Redwine. Jasmine Robles Rodriguez. Yanette Roman, magna cum laude.
Salmon.
Gabriela Miranda Salmon. Kimberly Cabello.
Talbot.
Stephanie Nicole Talbot, cum laude. Vanessa Nicole Terry. Lauren Virginia Trejo, cum laude.
Yashchenko.
Alex Yashenko, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in chemistry, Tracy Cordell Ashley. Aaliyah J. Givens. Nicholas Javier Hernandez. David Antonio Maldonado Ruiz, cum laude.
Mondragon.
Carly Diane Mondragon.
Eliana. Iliana.
Gabriela Olivia Iliana Newton, cum laude. Elizabeth Chepchumba Rugat, summa cum laude.
Nadelka.
Bachelor of Science with a major in computer science, Nadelka Ruiz Aguilar. Lucas Umberto Carlos, magna cum laude. Sierra Danielle Dominguez, summa cum laude. I might. Cordell Christopher Hammond, summa cum laude. Armando Lopez. Arturo Madrid.
Luis Maldonado.
Luis Maldonado Jr., cum laude. Ryan Anthony Morales Jr.
Marcelo Muskies.
Marcelo Musquiz. University Honors Program. Kyle Spencer Nelms. Brendan Royce Ornelas, University Honors Program. Mihir Bae J. Patel, cum laude. John Walter Riggs, University Honors Program. Nun Du Chung David Tianlun. Natalie Yvonne Villanueva, cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in Geology, Francisco Javier Brito. Brandon Eric Lee, cum laude. Clinton Allen McCrary. Ernesto Rodriguez.
School? Sproul. Yeah, but
Alec Lawrence Creighton Sproul, magna cum laude. Austin Kirk Strahan, cum laude. Taiwo, cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in Kinesiology, Daisy Aguilar. Jacob Matthew Benavides. Amber Nicole Campos, cum laude. Trevor Austin Davis, cum laude. Brittany M. Dutch. Rachel Lynn Dixon. Guajardo. Caitlin Grace Guajardo. Gygax, right? Gygax. Michael Thomas Gygax. McAfee. Jason Antonio McAfee. Abby Gail Reynolds. Haley Wendy Scoggins, University Honors Program.
I'm sorry, maybe.
Nakiva?
No,
Naniva Charisma Taito. Cameron Juan Miguel Terrell. Puava Melanie Tula. Anna Therese Uniforme. Anna Therese Uniforme, cum laude. Genesis Villa. Chance Gabriel Verdell. Chance Gabriel Verdell. Burdorf. Bachelor of Science with a major in Mathematics, Felicia K. Burdorf. Ide. Miriam Ide Contreras Ramos. Larry Angel Espinoza. Christine. Alyssa Christine Malone, summa cum laude. Alec Mackenzie Nutt. Rimke. Riley and Michelle Rimke, cum laude. Jamie Joanne Wingo, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Child and Family Studies, Shannon Dawn Beard. Bianca Lynn Carpenter. Ashley Renee Fink, cum laude. Tammy Lujan Flores, summa cum laude. Kimberly Ann Hughes, cum laude. Lauren Amber McAllister. Samantha Joe McFarland, cum laude. Quezada. Anna Sylvia Quezada. Chrisandra Tarango Skeens. Andrea Wabuke. Andrea Denise Wabuke. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Multidisciplinary Studies, Amanda Jean Adams. Kiana Leanne Barrera. Jane. Sarah Jane Blevins. Benjamin Joel Boyce. Heather Garcia Castañeda. Isabel C. Castañeda, summa cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Inslee, cum laude. Fierro. Georgina Marie Fierro. Leilani. Leilani Diane Hankins, cum laude. Caitlin Kelly Higgs. Got it. Caitlin Kelly Hicks, magna cum laude. Madison Danielle James. Karina Ramirez Lopez. Lydia K. Mathis, cum laude. Tadriana. Tadriana Shanice McAllister. Molly Rayleigh. Tessa Rayleigh McCormick, cum laude. Channing Lee McCrory. Channing Lee McCrory, cum laude. Pamela Michelle Munoz. Carrie Lee Wynn. Carrie Lee Wynn. Nareda Lares Nieto. Sylvia R. Olivas. Shelby Lynn Prince, cum laude. Valerie Rose Rendon. Marisol Ochoa Ronquillo. Angelica Aurora Ruiz, summa cum laude. Haley Marie Schaefer. Delilah Olivas Tavares. Beatrice Trejo, summa cum laude. Noelle Ivan Vasquez, cum laude.
Will the candidates for master's degrees, wait a minute, I forgot the most important part. I'm going to rewind that and say to all of the undergraduates who just received their diplomas, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. And you may be seated. And you may be seated. And now, will the candidates for the master's degrees please proceed to the platform to be hooded.
Montoya Uribe. Master of Science with a major in biology, Vanessa Maria Montoya Uribe. Olaitan Emmanuel. Master of Science with a major in computer science, Elizabeth Olaitan Emmanuel. Dustin Todd Gin.
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 Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I would have got there eventually. Dustin Todd Ginn. Michael Anthony Gray. Murray.
John Diggins.
Diggins.
Diggins. Yes. Thanks, man.
Master of Science with a major in Geology, Murray John Diggins. Kehinde Babajide Opatola. Kehinde Babajide Opatola. Roslanova. Master of Science with a major in Kinesiology, Lisa Roslanova. Constantino. Master of Arts with a major in Bilingual Education, Michelle Nicole Constantino. Alejo Miramontes. Alejo Miramontes. Caitlin Joe Zwang. Erica Cabral. Master of Arts with a major in Educational Leadership, Erica A. Cabral. Carmen Crawford. Norma Irene Enriquez. Danae. Roxanne Danae Finches. Roxanne Danae Fintress. Wendy Aaron Gesh. Wendy Aaron Gesh. Grimm. Megan Elizabeth Grimm. Megan Elizabeth Grimm. Amber Dawn Harmon. William Kenneth Scott Ike Eicher. Jacqueline Marie Ortiz. Jacqueline Marie Ortiz. Annette Nicole Ozuna. Annette Nicole Ozuna. Adele Gabay Pama. Pama or Pama? Adele Gabe Palma. Micah Elizabeth Pettigrew. Micah Elizabeth Pettigrew. Nathaniel Parrish Pettigrew. Nathaniel Parrish Pettigrew. Candace J. Candace J. Sykes. Jeffrey Dean Wanick. Jeffrey Dean Wanick, Jr. Kate?
Yes.
Dennis? Master of Arts with a major in Professional Education, Kate Dennis Adams. Samantha Malta. Samantha Malto. Veronica Joanne Caruth Brown?
Yes.
Master of Arts with a major in Reading, Veronica Joanne Caruth Brown. Sills. Caroline. Master of Arts with a major in Special Education, Caroline Sills Beachy. Michelle Lee Hammond.
Yes. You said Hammond perfectly the first time.
Michelle Lee Hammond. Shante Aquinette Hodge. Shante Aquinette Hodge. Heidi Nicole Lopez. Heidi Nicole Lopez. Danae Daniel Lorenz. Danae Danielle Lorenz. Marina J. Luna. Marina J. Luna. Amanda Marie Martinez. Amanda Marie Martinez. Michelle Denise Martinez. Michelle Denise Martinez.
Alisa, Monique, Quintanilla, Quintanilla.
Alisa Monique Quintanilla.
Andrea Rivas.
Andrea Rivas.
Lauren E. Wilk. No E.
Laura Wilk.
Now, wasn't that fun? I've just learned that we have another family from Australia here to celebrate their son, Alec. Our Australian friends, stand up and be recognized. Is there anyone else from Australia in the crowd? Okay, then they win. The four of them have to share the prize for traveling the furthest distance to celebrate their graduates. We are so honored to have you here today. To our graduates, you are now alumni of the university. And once again, the faculty and I join in congratulating each one of you for this proud accomplishment. Our very best wishes are extended to you and your families. And this concludes our commencement exercises. We ask that the audience please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the auditorium. And then, of course, we would like to invite you to join us for a reception honoring the new graduates in the lobby. And, of course, if you don't have enough pictures already, we're going to have a photographer in the lobby to have a few more. So thank you all for coming.